Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Downright Annoyed with Movies. I am Jackson, joined by most of our usual cast of characters here. Paul is out this evening. Hopefully you watch the movie. We can get his opinion either next week or via a Instagram message right now if he's got it, but whatever. I will start by telling you that this week we reviewed Wrath of the Titans, the sequel nobody asked for after Clash of the Titans. And first, let's go ahead and do the intro, starting with my partner in crime, Michael.
Hey, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. I'm Mike from Downright Nerdy podcast. Enjoying these weekly movie reviews while we're, taking our little hiatus away from the podcasting world. So thanks for stopping by, guys.
Thank you, Michael. And of course, we have Ken.
Yeah, you can find me on podcasting platforms, but mostly just doing the movie thing for now until we can get back together and start getting those podcasts put out. So
thank you, Ken. And Ryan, no background tonight.
It says the green screen was broken on the StreamYard. It's not my fault. My computer's beautiful. Hey guys, I'm Ryan from the Fake Nerd Podcast. We're a weekly. Also, we're really white, I guess. Weekly pop culture review movie show. We are taking a break for the Christmas season, so we're taking the next couple weeks off. But we do have some movie reviews in Wonder Woman 84 and Soul. So if you want our opinions, check those out. We're here to talk about a Greek mythology movie, baby.
Thank you, Ryan. And last but certainly not least, we have Cookie.
Hey guys, Cookie from Just Little Podcast. You can follow me all over social media platforms at Just Little Podcast. Talk about geek pop culture, comic books, film, anime, movies, TV, the whole 9 yards, video games. Check me out.
Sweet. Thank you, sir. And I am Jackson. You can find me right here. Currently doing a, hopefully weekly is the plan. We've got to schedule the next one. Discussion on The Stand on CBS All Access that's going right now. That should be fun. But anyways, Wrath of the Titans. I'll start by saying I remember seeing this and thinking it was dramatically better than the first movie when I saw it way back when, 8 years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
But what did everybody think, and who wants to start? Anybody can start. I guess Ryan, you picked it, so let's start.
Sometimes you want to watch a movie that makes you like really feel like emotional, like a Green Mile, or you want to watch something like a Star Wars that like changes cinema forever. And then sometimes you just want to see Sam Worthington beat the shit out of a Minotaur. And I'm just letting you know that's what I got in this movie. So this is not me going to defend this movie very hard. It's just a movie nobody ever thinks of, and I think it's a pretty cool action movie, and that's all I think it is. I just wanted to watch it again, and I wanted you guys to experience it. I think it's pretty cool. That's about it.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Let's just go left over to Cookie here. Cookie, what'd you think?
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen this film, and I didn't remember how much I actually enjoyed it. Just sitting down, taking it for face value, enjoying it as an action film. And Sam's a good actor. I enjoyed him quite a bit, of course, in Avatar. And nobody wants to see any more Avatar, but I enjoyed him in Avatar, and I enjoyed him in this film. And I like just the way that they took a mythology and changed it a little bit and put it into an action-based superstar film.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. Ken?
I'll argue that it's a little less action than real Greek mythology, because Greek mythology is full of action. I mean, it was the original entertainment. Back in the day. I love Greek mythology, so I'm picking it apart. But that's not quite right. And it's an entertaining movie. It's an hour. It's about as long as it should be.
Mm-hmm. My problem is we don't get enough Greek mythology movies.
Right.
That's my big problem. So that's why one reason I wanted to revisit it, because we get one like every 5 years, and we're like
enough good ones because there are some crappy ones out there.
Now I like the original Clash of the Titans. The claymation monsters were fantastic. I don't know.
Good old Ray Harryhausen stuff.
Oh yeah,
motion,
that stuff was good. It's a middle of the road movie. It's not terrible. It's not great. It's sometimes you just want a movie you watch and you don't have to think, and this is one of those movies. So
right, Michael.
So I watched this to refresh my memory. I ended up watching Clash first, and then because I hadn't seen it in probably 10 years. And it kind of felt like just one long movie. I mean, but this being the second half of that really long movie, the second half was a lot better to me than the first half. But yeah, I feel like it's middle of the road. You got to be in the mood to kind of watch it, kind of thing. For me, it's similar to like a Brendan Fraser Mummy, just not as good.
Yeah, I'd agree with that 100%.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
I will say a third movie too, but it got canceled because this one did so bad.
Yeah, the first one also didn't do very well. Right. I think that first one, because I also rewatched it, I think that first one's better than people say it is. Now, that's not me raising it higher, but I do think that is also a pretty decent generic action movie. I actually think the action in the first one might be better than the one in this one, now that I've revisited it after so long. I think that first one has some quality stuff to it, but man, how often you get to see like a 1,000-foot Titan throwing magma to turn in the rocks and it's like smash some soldiers. It's just like I always talk about imagination, right? When I come to this podcast, like I love movies that just let me escape from reality. And man, this movie goes so hard, and they're just like Zeus is doing lightning punches, and like Hades is doing some weird shit, and like Bill Nye's there being stupid as hell, and I'm just like eating this up. I'm just like, this is like, of all like the I don't believe in guilty pleasure movies. I think you should just like what you like. But like this is like what I would call like a movie like, yo, I watched this movie for no reason at all the time because it's got a big Titan in it, you know?
It was a more polished, better looking Gods of Egypt style movie.
Yes. It was giving me exactly. Yeah.
I did like Hephaestus though.
I actually, I've only seen the first one once. I was really excited for it because of Ray Fiennes and Liam Neeson being in it and playing the gods. I think that was a big draw when it came out. I thought it sucked. The second one I watched, like, one of those times where it was just on like a movie channel or something, and I threw it on and I'm like, oh, this is actually pretty entertaining. But now sitting down to watch it again, I did not enjoy it very much. I thought, I think it looks cool, like you're saying, like there's some really neat looking things in it, but I think we've gotten to a point with special effects where it's like none of that, like, and it's horrible because they work so hard on it, but I'm not like blown away by anything anymore. Because everything looks so great. And it was weird because the plot was so simple and small as far as what they were trying to achieve that I felt like I was missing something. Like I felt confused, but no, the gods are weak because people are no longer praying to them. And I think that what's his name? Ray Fiennes, Hades, and Ares have kidnapped Liam Neeson.
Zeus,
Zeus, to drain him of his powers, but I'm not entirely sure what Hades' endgame was. What was he hoping for?
To be spared by Kronos, their father, because Kronos, the whole reason Tartarus was built, and this is even in Greek mythology, is that's where they've imprisoned Kronos. Who is the father of the gods.
Okay, so I guess my question would be, if that's the case, how would wasn't Kronos basically like, wasn't the energy from Zeus dripping out of him and basically feeding Kronos, or was Kronos going to come back anyway?
Well, no,
it was feeding him.
He needed the three godly weapons in order to
right. But why? But okay, so he's
the gods are dying
from Kronos, but why? Oh, the gods are dying, so he's trying to get his immortality back in place.
Yes.
Basically. Okay.
The gods are dying, so this is a last ditch resort. It's like, hey, maybe the dad that we imprison, maybe he's not so bad after all. It's that kind of, like going back to your abusive father kind of thing.
Yeah,
is this not bad like guy. The most fucked up family like ever?
All mythology, they're all so bad.
Well, they're all brothers and sisters having kids, so
they're all intermingling.
I would love to see like a real dramatic take on this whole like relationship between Zeus and Hades, like and those two actors. I like them both. It was funny. I was sitting here thinking like, oh, this is a far way from Schindler's List, which is their most famous roles together. Yeah. But no, I feel like it's just they just when are we going to get, to your point about Greek mythology, when are we going to get like a real good one? You know what I mean? Like one that's taken seriously, that's not a bunch of schlocky bullshit.
Disney Hercules was fantastic. I don't know what you're talking about.
They're actually thinking about introducing the Marvel Hercules into the MCU.
Right, but I mean, Like, just because we have Thor doesn't mean I feel like I've gotten a Norse mythology movie.
Well, here's the thing. So with Thor, you have Norse mythology. With DC, you have the in with Wonder Woman. And what I thought Wonder Woman 84 was going to dive deeper into Greek mythology, it just dives deeper into stupidity. So like, DC, I can't go to them for Greek mythology anymore. But like, that's the route, because the new 52 Wonder Woman, that is straight all Greek mythology. She's hanging out with Hermes and Ares and like Hercules and all this shit. Yeah. Like, it's there, and just they don't want to do it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't get it. Well, what I don't understand, and what Emma mentioned, like towards the end of it, she's just like, well, why don't all the soldiers on the good side start praying to Zeus and power him up?
It's a good question.
You know,
well, maybe those 70 soldiers wouldn't be enough.
Well, I was kind of like, I was just going to say that, Ryan. I was kind of impressed with the fact that it wasn't like this giant battlefield with thousands upon thousands of soldiers. I was actually thinking like, wow, this is way more restrained than it could have been at the end. Now, I don't feel like those soldiers do much, or there's much of a reason for that to even be in the movie at all. But
they're there to die.
Right. I found it refreshing that it's not just this, like, as far as the eye can see, you know, giant field of troops. It's like, oh, wow, it actually looks like they have extras there that are in costumes, and I appreciate that, I guess. So,
as far as getting something good, I liked the anime Zeus's Blood of Zeus on Netflix. That was really good, I thought, and truer to a real Greek story too, I felt.
Yeah, and if you guys haven't seen that, that's made by the Castlevania guy, so that's a rated R mature like Greek mythology anime. Check that out. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Good suggestions.
Now I know, Jackson, your partner hates Castlevania, but I am really excited about it.
He hates Castlevania. He watched one episode of Blood of Zeus, and he hated that too. He thought
he's a hero, My Hero Academia.
So, I gotta get him in. Yeah, he is a My Hero Academia guy.
I know.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Hey, that's also a good show. You can like both.
Thank you. Yes, you can like both.
Quality's there.
But yes,
my wafu is better than your wafu.
There you go,
Ryan. You know, unfortunately, it's a bad week for me to host, because this isn't the type of movie that I can really lead a conversation on, because there's not much to talk about.
No, absolutely. And like, again, this isn't a movie I expected us to have like an in-depth hour-long conversation. I just think it's cool, and I just really love Greek mythology. I know like we're probably all fans of Greek mythology to some extent. I just think like the things I like about this movie are, for the Minotaur, they could have done a big stupid CGI thing, but that's a dude in a suit, and they're just having a big wrestling match. And I think that's really fun. I think the labyrinth design is really cool, even if the CGI probably doesn't hold up with all the whooshes and the walls and stuff like that. The comic book films won't allow any future mythology stories to be made. Yeah, you're right. That's a good point.
Gore's point right here, like, this Greek mythology is tragic and grounded in reality. I want a movie like that. About it. I don't need, loads of cartoony bullshit. I just want because I remember learning about it. I can't remember what grade we did like different mythology on, but it was always very interesting. And all we've really gotten, as far as mythology is concerned, are, I think of the Harryhausen old Clash of the Titans stuff, or there was
Jason and the
Argonauts, right? And then I think of these movies, and it's like anytime, like for instance, like Medusa or something gets brought into a movie, it's like it's an excuse for some big ass action scene with some, that isn't as interesting to me as just like something maybe a little more boring. I would appreciate a little more boring. But yeah,
it's executed with like more style instead of just like running from Medusa, like do more stuff with mirrors, or do something to like make it a little more interesting to watch. No, I agree with that. Medusa's cool, and I'm trying to think of other movies that I've seen her in, and like
I'm trying to think of
Monsters Inc.
Well, I'm trying
Percy
to think of
Jackson and Lightning Thief.
Yeah, I was going to say Percy Jackson. What do you guys think when you compare this to Percy Jackson?
I never saw that.
I'd rather watch this.
It's cute.
Okay.
Netflix is redoing that or Disney Plus is doing that as a show, so that's probably going to be good.
I think it's cute. You can watch with your kids. That's what I like. Something that's adult enough that I can watch, but not too adult that I've got to worry about my 13-year-old picking up stuff she shouldn't. So
it's a Harry Potter clone.
Yeah, pretty much, but with Greek mythology. Yeah, I mean that's a good analogy.
Jackson. There you go.
I like.
But, I you know, like Medusa. I can't think sitting here. I mean, I'm sure there is one, but I can't think of one movie where Medusa has been done where it's not just a schlocky garbage action scene bullshit thing. Like I just can't think of one.
Well, it's not a movie, but the New Adventures of Sabrina, Teenage Witch, does a thing with the Medusa this season.
That's there you go. Decent. I love it.
Actually, there you go.
Yes, I watched Sabrina.
It's okay. It's okay. I will say, Rosamund Pike is in this movie as Andromeda, and she is recasted from the first movie, which it doesn't matter because the princess lady wasn't super important. But I also feel kind of like Rosamund Pike's kind of wasted in this movie, and she rules. Like she's so good at being like a warrior queen, but she's in a movie for like 7 minutes.
She's an awesome actress. Every time, actually, months and months ago, a year ago or whatever, she had a couple movies that came out. That like on the podcast when we were doing it weekly was I noted her as I really like her. I feel like she's been underrated since, I mean, shit, she was in Die Another Day. I liked her in that. You know, she was. Yeah, I like her a lot.
She's Gone Girl.
Yes, Gone Girl. She's great. There was a movie with John Hamm. Where'd that building blow up this year? Beirut. Beirut was the name of the movie. She was really good in that. I really like her. So, and listen, I like the cast of this movie.
That guy who played Dr. Doom in the Fantastic movies in this movie, and I don't hate him in this movie as Poseidon's son. Like he's not terrible. And like again, like Sam Worthington, he's just one of those like, yep, this is the white guy we got for this year, like a Jai Courtney or something. But like I don't hate him in this movie. I think he does a good action scream. Like when he's getting hurt, his ahs are real good. Like I like a good scream. I think Ares is like kind of compelling if it's completely underused in this movie.
They just the character stuff is so
little
on the nose and so little, right? Like like Zeus and Hades, perfect example. Like they're telling us about, it's a lot like what they do with Anakin and Obi-Wan in the prequels, actually, where it's like you're telling us about this like this relationship you used to have, but we never saw any of it, so we really don't give a shit. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know. I feel like there's something here, especially with those two actors. Yeah. But that's not what they were trying to do. They were just trying to make a schlocky action movie. And I guess they succeeded to an extent. Like the action scenes are good. Nothing looks cheap. Nothing looks shitty.
There's one shot at the beginning, like when he's in his fishing village and that demon or the manticore like attacks. And there's like a one shot where he's like running and he like jumps off the roof. And I'm like, yo, this is some good filmmaking. And then that disappears for a lot of the movie. But I'm like, they tried here.
Well, and like the maze, or what do you call it? The labyrinth. That whole idea is really cool. All that stuff is neat. I just wish that I cared about any of the players in the games. You know what I mean?
So the thing about the maze though is that wasn't part of Tartarus. That was a punishment.
Well, I think that's
Poseidon to a king that didn't pay tribute.
I think because the Minotaur's there too. It's like they're working in the Minotaur with the labyrinth with Tartarus all in one thing.
Yeah, I know, but they just the two don't go together. So that kind of bothered me.
Yeah, it's all
the Minotaur was cool. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. I like the way they did it. That was cool. But I mean, those are two separate.
Michael, I'm leaving Gore's comment on the screen because I know you like Westerns. If you haven't seen Hostiles, you really should see Hostiles.
Oh, yeah.
Is that the Christian Bale one?
Yes. Yeah.
Very, very good. I was getting the wheel ready.
No, good, because I can't use a wheel. Not until I get a new computer. But that is coming soon, my friend. That is coming soon. But yeah, anybody else got anything else on this movie?
Best line in the movie was when Hephaestus says, "Yeah, your dad taught me how to pick up mermaids. You'd be surprised how well that worked."
There you go. Yeah, Bill Nye's charming. Like he's always charming. There's a bunch of stupid Cyclopses, so that's like a fun little scene.
Ridiculously ripped Cyclopses.
Yeah, hey, why not? Yeah, like again, like this is just like a solid, just like this is a fun movie to watch on like a Sunday if you're bored.
Like the Zeus. Oh, good.
Go ahead, Cookie.
I was gonna say just the Zeus and the Hades dynamic when they got together and they were like, "Hey, let's take down Dad. Let's take down Pops." I think that was probably the highlight of the film for me. and everything else leading up to that was just, I'm here for the ride.
The super god bros at the end, like, I'm gonna transfer my power to you like Goku, and then like, let's go fight some dudes. Like, yeah, that's fun.
All right, here's a question: is Gods of Egypt bad enough? Like, does it hit that it's so bad mark where you would rather watch that than this?
No.
Depends how many drinks I've had.
Okay, if one movie could exist and the other one would be wiped from the earth, I would rather have Gods of Egypt.
That's not fair because I think I agree with you.
I actually enjoy this more.
It's better. It's better.
No, I'd have to go with Gods. That's a more entertaining movie.
That movie deserves to exist more for the wrong reasons.
Yeah, exactly. I guess my White Claw's kicking in, so I probably have a bad decision. So
there you go.
Yeah, Wrath of the Titans is it's one of those. It's where it's like it's harmless. It's just a thing. I can't imagine somebody unless they were like super passionate about Greek mythology and obsessed with it, and they were like offended by the fact that they turned it into this
and hated Sam Worthington.
I can't imagine somebody being like, there's movies that annoy you, and I don't think that this really hits that level.
Inoffensive is exactly the right word.
Right. But yeah, that's all I got. So Mike, I don't know. Do I need to kill more time before this wheel is ready?
It's good. The only thing is with the genre wheel.
Where are we at on that?
We have 1,000 of them.
I did have one question though for you guys.
Sure.
Immortals. Do you think Immortals ties into this, or do you think it is actually two 100% separate films, not in the same?
Immortals is 100% a different thing. That is directed by Tarsem Singh, and that actually involves other characters with the same names, so it can't be the same universe.
Okay.
Sorry, bro.
All right. I was hoping for something.
I'm pretty sure Henry Cavill in that movie? Whoever the lead star in that movie is. I'm pretty sure he's also Perseus. I think so.
So I want to say that the first genre thing that we had was black and white, right?
Yes.
And what I got on there is 2012, The Artist, Young Frankenstein, Schindler's List, Clerks, Abbott and Costello Meet the Mummy, Jezebel, Notorious, Casablanca, and Roman Holiday.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, actually, that's good because I need to take off black and white from the last one.
Tarsem Singh, was he the guy that did the movie The Fall?
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies.
Dude, it's so good.
That might be, without exaggeration, the most beautiful movie ever made.
Oh, it's amazing, dude. I've got to in case I get picked one of these weeks, that might be one of them.
Well, there's one of the 7 DVDs I own too.
The 7.
Okay. All right. You want to do the genre wheel first and then next week?
Whichever's clever.
All right. Let's see. Share screen.
Share screen.
I think this is the one. No.
Yeah.
First. All right. Cool. So Paul's not in here.
Bye, Paul.
Bye, buddy.
Oh,
You sticking next week?
no more on for Christmas.
I hope it's not me. I don't have a movie pick at all.
Oh man, I've got a wheel set up and everything.
All right. Let's see.
What you got?
I think we will end up watching Journey to the Center of the Earth, the original.
Ooh.
Okay, thank God the original.
Yeah.
What you got against Dwayne?
I'm sorry, it sucked so much.
I almost picked his Hercules movie because I know a couple of you hadn't seen it. But yeah, Jules Verne's Journey to the Center of the Earth will be next week.
I love it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. No.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Man.
I'm excited now. That makes me
You
happy.
guys ever watch the Saturday Monster marathons?
Cool. So I had to add a few more. So here's the list.
So many.
Can you guys see it already? Right,
Oh, yeah.
So I got those 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s action, adventure, horror, gore porn, spook, Bond, Bruce Willis, Mel Gibson, rom-com, post-apocalyptic stuff, zombies based on a book, based on a comic, sci-fi, Liam Neeson movies, because we just watched that, westerns, romance, musicals, World War II movies, bad movies, classics, epics, biopics, anime. I put Al Pacino, Kevin Costner, some animated Pixar, Disney, Arnold, remakes, sequels, parts of a trilogy, Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt. I don't know. I just started throwing some stuff in. Should I put any more in? I don't know.
No, that's plenty.
That's a lot. Yeah.
I want to get gore porn. There's so many crazy Japanese movies. Oh,
I know.
All right.
I would love some torture porn, gore porn stuff.
Let's see what happens.
That's all I watch Korean of these
Oh
days.
my God, Kevin Costner.
Oh, damn it.
Kevin, you don't deserve this.
Tin Cup.
All right, so here's
Tin Cup.
What's a Kevin Costner? What's the wolf movie?
Dances with Wolves.
Isn't that Kevin Costner?
Yeah. Don't
Waterworld.
Waterworld. All right.
Wait, is he the postman?
Yes.
Yes.
I picked the postman.
That's such
Tin
a good
Cup.
film.
Got to be Tin Cup.
I'm gonna go Robin Hood.
Nice.
Ooh.
Jackson's gonna go with The Bodyguard.
Well,
what a soundtrack.
There's a couple in here that are very intriguing.
Leave Whitney Houston out of it, Ken.
All right, I'm gonna go.
It's not against her, it's against Jackson.
Oh,
He tries to hide his sense of
And
self.
Gore, if you or anybody in the chat has any good Kevin Costner flicks,
Yeah, big
We got The Big Chill,
Bull Durham.
Bull Durham.
Hidden Figures.
could do Untouchables.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, I think I own that movie. Wow.
I'm gonna go with a dark horse. 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
Oh,
yeah.
Elvis.
Yeah, I've seen that.
That's a movie that movie's too new, but that's a movie I want a remake of just a bunch of celebrities being Elvis again. I want that. I just want that.
Wait, was he in Tombstone? No, that wasn't him.
No, he was
No.
in Open Range, JFK.
Cool. All right. Cool. So that's it. Bill Durham, and we got our movie for next week too.
Super duper.
There you go. All right. Did you note all those movies, Mike?
I did. Yeah, I got them all. I got a little
Cheat
list.
sheet. All right.
Look
Perfect.
at his tablet.
All right. Well, hey, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I will let everyone say their goodbyes, and we'll go the opposite direction and throw it on Cookie as he takes a drink.
Yay.
Hey guys, Cookie, just a little podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to take a little hiatus after my next episode, hopefully airing next week, and come back strong with a whole bunch of goodness for you guys. So stay tuned for that. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Cookie. And Ryan.
Hey guys, Ryan from the Fake Nerd Podcast. We don't have an episode this week, but we do have a couple of movie reviews. We got Soul and Wonder Woman 1984. I wish I wasn't born, so I didn't have to see that movie. That's my review of it.
Thank you.
You can find me at DJ Tony Snark personally everywhere. Bye-bye.
Oh, Lord.
And obviously Ken.
Yeah, unfortunately. No, just kidding. Yeah, you can find me at Pinky's Out Podcast on Instagram and all the podcasting platforms, but mostly here watching movies. And I have the two of Soul and Wonder Woman. Soul was a lot better. So
True.
Yes, very true. Michael.
Hey, what's going on? Mike from the Downright Nerdy Podcast. And what have I been doing? I did that Wonder Woman Christmas special with the guys down here. We got, make sure you guys check out also Ryan's Fake Nerd Podcast. They did their holiday special. That was really enjoyable to watch.
Oh my God, you're the best.
That was a ton of fun. But yeah, make sure you guys sub everybody up because they're always putting out good stuff. And make sure you check out my channel next week for Jules Verne's Journey to the Center.
And hey, can I suggest we throw a Kevin Costner movie on that list because it's new and I need an excuse to watch it?
Okay.
what's
It's
that?
called Let Him Go.
All right, now I'm intrigued.
All right.
Yeah, we're all like searching it
All
up.
right.
Kevin, what are you offering this time?
but yes, anyway, I am
Is
Jackson.
it about fishing or something?
But no, it's not. It's Diane Lane, though, and I love Diane Lane. Just always have.
My favorite.
No, they're not the
favorite
Kents.
Martha.
They're not the Kents in it.
Oh.
But yes. But yeah. Anyway,
Are you talking
make
about
sure you
Tool?
are here next, or
I'm sorry,
actually
I
no,
didn't know Father.
over there next week for Journey to the Center of the Earth, which is streaming on Disney Plus, by the way. So that's convenient. Thank you, Michael. Obviously touch base here. Check out what we're doing. Like he said, sub everybody up. And thank you for tuning in. That's it for me. That's it for us.
Good. Actually, that's good, Jackson.
You guys have a good night. Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I might have to watch that regardless.